Socho, Pakistan. Pause for a moment and reflect on the choices we make every day. Choices that shape not only our own lives, but the future of our families, our communities, and our nation. What if, together, we could make a decision that would protect the health and happiness of millions? Every year, on May 31st, the world unites for World No Tobacco Day, a powerful global movement dedicated to building a healthier, brighter future for everyone. On this day, people from every corner of the globe, from bustling cities to quiet villages, come together to raise their voices against the dangers of tobacco. From Karachi's busy streets to the serene valleys of Khyber, Pakistanis of all backgrounds join hands on this day. We stand united, sending a clear message. We say no to tobacco in all its forms: cigarettes, shisha, chewing tobacco, and more. This is a day when our differences fade, and our shared hope for a healthier nation shines through. But World No Tobacco Day is more than just a date on the calendar. It's a heartfelt call to action. A reminder that every parent, every child, and every grandparent deserves to live in a world free from the harms of tobacco. It's about protecting our loved ones, shielding our children from addiction, and ensuring a brighter, healthier future for generations to come. Imagine a Pakistan where the air is pure, where children play outside without the threat of secondhand smoke, and where families thrive in good health. Picture our cities and villages filled with laughter and life, not clouded by the dangers of tobacco-related diseases. This vision is within our reach, if we choose to act together. The World Health Organization leads this global charge, rallying nations and communities to take a stand. They urge us all, young and old, rich and poor, to join hands and challenge the powerful tobacco industry. By standing together, we can protect our rights to health and well-being, and demand a safer environment for everyone. Your decision to quit tobacco, or to support a friend or family member in quitting, is more than a personal victory. It's a spark that can ignite a revolution of health across our country. Every small step, every encouraging word, and every act of support brings us closer to tobacco-free Pakistan. World No Tobacco Day amplifies these efforts, shining a bright light on the devastating impact tobacco has on our health, our economy, and our society. It reminds us that the fight against tobacco is not just for ourselves, but for everyone we care about. Are you ready to take the first step? Because a healthier, stronger Pakistan begins with a healthier, stronger you. Your choices matter, and your actions can inspire others to join this life-saving movement. Let's begin this journey together, side by side, heart to heart. On May 31st, let's make a promise to ourselves and to each other, to choose health, to choose hope, and to build a tobacco-free Pakistan for all. World No Tobacco Day has its roots in the global health movement of the 1980s, a time when the dangers of tobacco were becoming impossible to ignore. The World Health Organization, or WHO, recognized that tobacco use was not just a personal habit, but a growing epidemic, threatening millions of lives across continents. At international meetings, health experts and policymakers gathered to discuss the alarming rise in tobacco-related illnesses, from cancer to heart disease, and the urgent need for coordinated action. The idea was simple yet powerful: create a day that would unite people everywhere in the fight against tobacco. As the world faced a growing tobacco epidemic, the impact was felt in every corner of the globe. Tobacco use was causing millions of preventable deaths each year, straining healthcare systems and affecting families and communities. The need for a global response became clear, as no single country could tackle the problem alone. In 1987, the WHO launched the very first World No Smoking Day. The goal was to encourage people everywhere to abstain from tobacco for just 24 hours. A small step that carried a big message. This day was about raising awareness, starting conversations, and showing that change was possible, even if it began with a single day. By 1988, the movement had gained momentum, and May 31st was chosen as the official annual date for World No Tobacco Day. This day became a rallying point for advocacy, education, and community action. Schools, workplaces, and governments began to participate, spreading information about the risks of tobacco and the benefits of quitting. The movement reached a new milestone in 2003, when the WHO introduced the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control. This groundbreaking treaty was the first of its kind, legally binding countries to adopt strong tobacco control policies. It gave World No Tobacco Day even more significance, turning it into a symbol of international cooperation and commitment to public health. Each year, World No Tobacco Day adopts a new theme, focusing global attention on urgent issues like protecting youth from tobacco marketing, supporting people who want to quit, and exposing the tactics of the tobacco industry. These themes inspire campaigns, events, and policy changes in countries around the world, keeping the fight against tobacco fresh and relevant. What started as a single day of awareness has grown into a worldwide movement, saving millions of lives and inspiring hope for a tobacco-free future. World No Tobacco Day is now a powerful force for change, reminding us all that together we can make a difference. Tobacco kills over 8 million people every year, more than the population of many cities. Beyond the lives lost, families are pushed into poverty, and healthcare systems are overwhelmed by preventable diseases. The global economy loses trillions, money that could build schools or provide clean water. The tobacco industry targets youth with deceptive marketing, hooking the next generation before they understand the risks. World No Tobacco Day exposes these tactics and empowers youth to resist. Tobacco's damage extends to the environment: deforestation, pollution, and toxic waste from cigarette butts. Quitting tobacco is a win for our health, our economy, and our planet. Tobacco's impact ripples far beyond the individual smoker, touching every corner of public health, the environment, and society as a whole. The consequences are not just personal, they are collective, affecting families, communities, and even future generations. When we talk about tobacco, we're not just talking about a habit, but a global issue that shapes the world we live in. It's the leading cause of preventable death worldwide, claiming millions of lives each year. But the harm doesn't stop with smokers. Secondhand smoke drifts through homes, schools, and public spaces, putting non-smokers, especially children and the elderly, at risk for serious illnesses like asthma, heart disease, and cancer. Hospitals fill with patients suffering from tobacco-related diseases, straining healthcare systems and resources. That's why World No Tobacco Day is so important. It's a global call to action, urging governments and communities to create smoke-free spaces, protect vulnerable populations, and strengthen health policies. Across the world, people gather to demand change, holding up banners and making their voices heard in the fight for cleaner air and healthier lives. The environmental toll of tobacco is staggering. Tobacco farming drives deforestation, destroying precious forests that are vital for clean air and biodiversity. The chemicals used in cultivation pollute soil and water, while cigarette butts, one of the world's most common forms of litter, release toxic substances and microplastics into rivers and oceans. These pollutants harm wildlife and threaten the health of entire ecosystems. World No Tobacco Day pushes for bold policy changes. Governments are encouraged to raise taxes on tobacco products, making them less affordable and less accessible, especially to young people. Bans on advertising and sponsorship help reduce the appeal of smoking, while graphic health warnings on cigarette packs remind everyone of the real dangers. These measures save lives and reduce the burden on healthcare systems. But the impact of tobacco goes even deeper. For many families, money spent on cigarettes means less for essentials like food, education, and healthcare. Tobacco use can trap people in cycles of poverty, as addiction drains resources that could build a better future. Children may miss out on school, and families may struggle to put meals on the table, all because of the cost of tobacco. Raising awareness and supporting those who want to quit are crucial steps in breaking this cycle. Support groups, counseling, and community encouragement can make all the difference. When someone decides to quit, they're not just improving their own health, they're setting an example and inspiring others to do the same. Every person who quits smoking creates a ripple effect of positive change. Their families breathe cleaner air, their children grow up healthier, and their communities become stronger. The benefits extend far beyond the individual, touching everyone around them and building momentum for a healthier society. World No Tobacco Day is more than just a date on the calendar. It's a movement toward a healthier, more just, and more sustainable world. By coming together, we can protect our health, our environment, and our future. The fight against tobacco is everyone's responsibility. Together, we can make a difference. One person, one family, and one community at a time. On May 31st, the world unites in action against tobacco. Governments launch media campaigns and announce new laws reaching millions. NGOs and civil society organize rallies, health camps, and school programs to educate and inspire. Healthcare professionals speak out, offering support and sharing the facts. Social media buzzes with stories, support, and information, creating a global wave of awareness. From national policies to personal pledges, every effort counts. Together, we show the power of collective action for a tobacco-free world. Youth are both our hope and the tobacco industry's main target. Most smokers start as teens, lured by marketing that makes tobacco look cool and harmless. Flavored products, social media influencers, and deceptive ads are all designed to hook young people. World No Tobacco Day exposes these tactics and arms youth with knowledge to resist. Schools, parents, and communities must make tobacco-free living the smart, cool choice. Protecting our youth means investing in our future, healthier, more productive, and free from addiction. Every policy and program that shields children from tobacco is an investment in our nation's future. Let's ensure our legacy is health, not addiction. As we fight traditional smoking, e-cigarettes and vapes have emerged as a new threat. Marketed as safer, these products are addictive and harmful, especially to young brains. Flavors and sleek designs target youth, fueling a new public health crisis. Vaping exposes users to nicotine and toxic chemicals, with serious health risks still emerging. World No Tobacco Day now warns against these products and calls for strict regulation. Governments must ban kid-friendly flavors and advertising, treating vapes like cigarettes. We must use technology to counter industry propaganda and support quitting. Tackling vaping is essential for a healthy future. The fight against tobacco is a marathon, not a sprint. We must strengthen proven strategies, like raising taxes and enforcing advertising bans, while innovating for new challenges. Taxation discourages use and funds health programs. Policies must keep pace with inflation and new products. The tobacco industry must be held accountable for environmental damage and waste. Supporting farmers to switch to sustainable crops is key for health and the environment. Every individual can help by creating smoke-free spaces, supporting others to quit, and spreading the truth. The future of tobacco control is in our hands. Every action, big or small, shapes a healthier tomorrow. World No Tobacco Day is a symbol of hope and determination for a healthier world. Imagine a Pakistan where children breathe clean air and families are free from tobacco's harm. Our resources can fuel progress, not clean up tobacco's mess. Every effort brings us closer to this vision. If you use tobacco, let today be your day to quit. Support is available, and you are stronger than your addiction. If you're young, be proud to be tobacco-free. Your health is your greatest wealth. Parents, teachers, and leaders, be role models and advocates for change. Together, we can build a legacy of health and prosperity. Pakistan Zindabad.